Hello and welcome back, everybody. We have a bit of a step backwards with Nohan Pasado, a scenario that I actually never thought I would actually be able to play, if only because it was missing some very necessary information. Uh, More specifically, it was missing at least information on the essentially the tanks that would be in play. And even more specifically, my copy does not have what tank is available for the defenders. Thankfully, um, modern methods, we'll say, have managed to fix this or clarify this, probably more specifically, and I am able to get this going. So, this scenario, as mentioned or as seen in the blurb there on Twitter, it is yet again spending some time in Spain. However, we have some mud in effect. It is March after all, so snow has melted and things are hard to traverse. Um, the scenario, specifically in terms of its victory condition, requires that the Italian player, aka our gray guys, have to get 12 VP of infantry off of the southern edge. And in this case, the southern edge is the left side. A few counters I should probably put on here just to continue this and make it look better. Um, Now, there are some balances that essentially just change how much each side or the Italian player needs to get across. But I don't know if anybody really has played this scenario. I don't think so. And so as a result, I'm not going to bother. Um, to the best of my knowledge, from Roar, which is, and their stats were taken on November 2021, the Italians have won once and the Spanish have won 3 times. Which honestly I feel is maybe not that it's not accurate, but I'm a little curious as to how that's the case. But we'll see if I change my opinion as we go forward. Scenario is only 7 or 6.5 turns, so not the full 7, which means that the attacker has a slight advantage just in terms of movement, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. Uh, the um, the Republican tank comes in on turn 5, which honestly I think is pretty late, all things considered. We'll just have to see how that affects things. Um, as well, I spread out my initial deployment. As we can see, there's a lot of restrictions for the Republicans that I'm trying not to mouse over because I don't want to reveal some stuff, and try and kind of give a better idea as to how they're set up for you, the viewer. Like I said, there's a lot of restrictions on how they set up. There's a lot of concealment counters that they get for free, as well as some that they start with, and additionally, there is several units or whatever that can kind of split who they're going to be attached to. So something to keep in mind if you ever manage to track down a copy of this scenario. Um, Other things to point out, it is a wet condition, which tracks with it being mud. There's quite a few overlays, though it's a little hard to point them out just because of the aforementioned setup. But we can see these 2 buildings are new. They don't have codes on them. So, uh, yeah, we have these buildings to offer some sort of protection. Um, the uh, the Republicans use Russian pieces but act like Germans. It's really weird. I don't really get it. And I'm probably going to forget some stuff. They don't have penalties for their sport weapons. Um, they also, if they start in concealment terrain, get concealment automatically, which is why they're all concealed because it's just you would set up with, I would want to set up with units, especially in the front, having concealment counter, which means that these guys can only see those units and everybody else would be invisible anyways, and so there you go. There is one single road of this. There's obviously a second road or multiple roads, depending on how you want to use the terminology. But only one of them is continuously paved, which is going to be a real big bonus to movement. So nothing to really worry about there in terms of at least like getting off board via that route. However, there's no I don't believe there's anything to dictate the adjacent hexes. Sometimes adjacent hexes are marked as like safe to walk over as well. In this case, it does not seem to be the case. And yeah, so because it's mud, everybody has to pay some extra movement if the terrain that they get into is not considered open ground, or if it's considered open ground. My mistake. And yeah, okay, so other than that, there are some snipers, and there is no wind, I don't believe was mentioned. It actually doesn't say, so we're going to assume that there's no wind. And there are... Is it overcast? Where is my overcast? I always forget where my overcast thing is. Also, let's do this. Whatever. It's overcast. We'll try to remember it's overcast. Actually, I don't even think that really matters because it's... I don't think wind can change. Or wind can change. I don't know if rain would come into play. Maybe. I'll have to check. But I'll check once if I ever roll something close to that. As mentioned, we do have snipers, so let's pull those snipers out and get going. Info. The Italians, or yeah, Italians, Axis troops, whatever, have a wonderful 2 SAN and 3 ALR, which is bad. And the defenders have a SAN of 4, which hopefully won't translate to anything too crazy like last time. So 1, 2, 3. We will put this sniper over here. And this Republican sniper will go there. Perfect. Alright. Weather is 7. Shouldn't be a change for anything regardless. And also, I need to remind myself, these guys come in on turn 2. So, plenty of time for people to come in and people to muck about. So, the Italians, I don't really want to mess around too much. Squad with the mortar is going to assault move. The squad with the mortar, I guess technically they would be concealed and I would retain concealment, so maybe that's something to do. There we go. These guys, I don't think they could be seen, and everybody else is unconcealed. Okay. Now, one thing I absolutely want to do, one is put these MMGs to good use, but I can't quite do it from here. So, I definitely need to have some guys move and draw some fire. I also just have units I can try to take advantage with. So my range is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of garbage. I won't really be able to hit anything right away, and I also can't like run across. So I think for now we will do it this way. I'm gonna have 1 unit assault move. Now, do I have... Oh, this is straight shot. Yeah. Machine gun with the leader. I might as well shoot the squad as well. So it'll be 6 down 3. 2 on 6 is probably KA. Yep. That's one KIA. You know, it really sucks when it's just like an entire... okay, I should have declared that first. So, something I really have to get into my brain a lot more these days, especially on maps like this, is to declare stuff like the um, the fire lane, because that would really keep my MMG doing a lot of damage. Now I'm lucky in that the dice I rolled, um, there is rate of fire, so at the very least, the squad is first fired, but fire lane, I wouldn't have the same. I would have a bit of a larger effect. So um, I'm not gonna risk the leader just yet. So the other squad will assault move. I might as well shoot again as a 4-down-3. Um, that will be a 4-on-4, one morale check, and they pass without pinning. There is no rate of fire on that, so we are going to switch that over to first fire completely. I also should put residual down here. Yeah, I'm gonna have the leader go in as a 2-down-2. It's not gonna do. Well, actually, it's pin test check, and leader pins, which that sucks, but that's not the end of the world. This squad is going to lose its points anyways, like how much it's going to lose its concealment. So it's going to go to the building for 2, then come over here. I might have to CX as well, but yeah, I'm going to, yeah, I'll have to CX as a late CX, but they'll take a 2-down-2 shot. Pin test check. They pin. Well, you know what? At least they can recover, so I'm not actually that worried about that. That's not going too well. We're gonna have these guys assault move. We're gonna have... I should not have 2 here. These guys will assault move. Similarly, I should not have 1 for everybody, or for each unit. They will assault move. We'll have these guys assault move as well. And now we have our guys up here, which is really kind of a problem. I'm absolutely going to move the squads first, or the guy without the support weapon first, to get that out of the way, and in case there's any shots, I can, you know, essentially take those. It will be 1.5, 3, 4.5. So I don't even have enough to get in there, but I can get, if I CX 1.5, 3. I think I need to shoot. The question is with what, and I think I'm going to reveal the squad and machine gun for an 8-down-2. Well, that's still 9 on 8, which is a pin test check, which they pass. The machine gun malfunctions, and these guys are shot as a first fire. It will be a 4 firepower, and then these guys will just continue for 4.5, and then 6, to which, I mean, at this point, I might as well just reveal both. Have the first guy subsequent, and the second guy will first fire. For 6-down-2. 7 on 6 is a normal morale check. They will break, which actually is not that bad because they're already adjacent to the building, but it is some good residual nonetheless. Next up, because I absolutely need it at this point, other squad will CX 1.5, 3. Yeah, let's what's the range? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Gonna reveal the LMG and squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. They're gonna shoot for 4-down-2. 4-down-1. 5 on 4, 1 morale check. They are fine. Annoyingly. Bring this down. They will go 1 closer. Yeah, you know what? Though, I think I'll have these guys shoot a second time. So it'll be 3 down 2. 4 on 3 is a 1 morale check. And they will break and ELR. Which also gets rid of that. Did I check my ELR on that last guy? Was it normal? And he is a 7. Yeah, he's fine. Even a 1 check, he would have been fine. Cool. Next squad, also CXs. 1.5, 3, 4.5, and I think I am going to, because honestly, there's no point really saving it for much else. Infantry gun is going to shoot. I need a to hit. Okay. Well, that's a critical, which turns a 37mm short to 8 firepower. 7 on 8, 1 morale check. It will break by the skin of his teeth. Alright. Sniper check will activate. This could be problematic. 3-3. This is very problematic because it goes straight for our intrepid heroes over here. Random selection. Leader takes a wound. Leader is okay for now. Alright. So those guys have successfully done a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Alright, well, these guys have 6, so I don't even need to do anything else. They did score a critical, which means they never use their rate of fire. Yeah, 1.5, 3. The gun is going to shoot again because they might as well. What is that? That is range of 8. Range of 8. Attacking infantry. There is... How much? Just 1. So it's not open ground, and the hindrance plus the non-assault movement cancels each other out. Is there anything else that would apply? It is a short weapon. That doesn't change anything. So it is a hit. Also with rate of fire. But instead of a nice 8, it is a pin test check on 4. The leader will pin, and the squad is okay. That actually is a problem. That is an annoying problem. So I'm at 4.5. And because this is... Yeah, no, I can't... I could... No, because that would still incur. Okay, well, that's it for them. Defensive fire phase. I still have... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep shooting him. Why not? That will be a hit. Oh no, wait, did I have my to hit? Oh yeah, I did have it. So another on 4. No result. Have rate. We'll shoot again. No result, and that's it. Oops. Alright. Is there anybody else I want to shoot with? I don't think I have anybody else with machine guns. No. Or maybe it's like back here? No. I don't know where my other machine gun is. Actually, hold on. How many machine guns do I have? I have 2 MMGs. I shot with this guy. Yeah, okay, that's where my second energy is. Cool. So no more shots. Advanced fire phase. Honestly, there's not much that can be done. Yeah, there's not really much that can be done. So we're not going to bother with advanced fire phase. Routes. Here is some interesting parts. Both these guys can route into this building because neither of them are getting closer. This guy will be able to route here as a low crawl, and then essentially we'll just route into the building afterwards because that is completely allowed. Um, Nobody else is broken. No. Cool. Advanced phase, we're going to move some units up so that they can get some shots in. These guys are all going to stay behind because I want them to essentially come out of here, come out of the gate running, just like get a human wave almost going. I definitely want this MMG to go in the building. This squad will attempt to pick up a machine gun, which they do. Now I'm going to double check because I'm not actually 100% sure if you can, what is it? Not repossess. If you can pick up a gun if you're pinned. Now, pinning prevents you from moving, but is a support weapon recovery count as a move would be the question I would have. So, let's see if I don't have anything there. If we do support weapon recovery, A444. In all cases, recovery attempt is only by an unpinned good order, non-bypassing unit in the same. Oh, that sucks. All right, well, never mind. Cool. Can I do? Oh, it's only in rally phase and movement phase anyway, so never mind. I must have been thinking of transfer. That's probably what I was thinking of. Alright, so CC phase, there's obviously none. We go straight to the defenders. Take off our move, take off our pins. Weather, still no change. Pretty sure rain is 10 or above rather than anything else. So still don't have anything to worry about there. Rally phase for the defenders, not much to do except for try to repair this machine gun, which does not happen. These guys will attempt to pick up the machine gun, which they will get. And I don't have any way to rally these guys, so their DM comes off. This guy's still in open ground, though he is out of LOS of everybody, but he should still retain DM status. Prep fire, I have honestly no reason to not shoot like a whole bunch, so we're gonna see what we can do here. First and foremost, I might as well do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna do 4 up 1. Okay, well that is going to cower. That's gonna cower, which means instead of 8 that's halved to 4 for concealment, it is now it's cowered to 2, essentially. And it is a 1 morale check instead. Could have been a lot worse if it wasn't. Okay, well, never mind. I speak too soon sometimes. These guys are half squad and broken. Let's clone these guys and come out. Talk about unlucky. Sniper activation does not turn on. And these guys are prepared. Next up, I have real guys in there, which is unfortunate. I don't think I have real guys in these ones either. No. I can't really get much out of that guy. I think... Yeah, I'm going to shoot 6 flat against the squad out in the open. Leader is wounded, so he's no longer an 8-1. He's actually a 7-0. Something to always keep in mind is that you're wounded And this is something I constantly forget because, unfortunately, um, you know what I should start doing? I know what I should start doing. So wounded is on a 1 to 4. You get 3 movement factors. Your also morale and leadership go down by 1. That's something to honestly keep in mind, because I'm sure I've just like casually kept using them, and yeah, it's just I should just do it this way. That way I know if I click on him, oh yeah, it points to him, he's wounded. Cool. Alright, so, like I said, 6 flat. That's unfortunate. It's not going to get me anything. Not even rate of fire. Uh, well, let's do the gun versus the other concealed unit. That won't be a hit because there's a lot of pluses. I do have rate of fire. I don't get um, 2 hit or acquisition. Alright, second critical from these guys. So that's definitely a hit no matter what. Again, it goes from a 4 to an 8. So these guys get revealed. And it's a... yeah, it's just a flat... Um, 2 on 8, I guess. Because I wouldn't modify it if the TEM was modified on the ordnance to hit, which is what it would do. So, no wait, what am I talking about? I do an IFT, and then there's no modification. So it's a 6 on 8, which is, because otherwise it'd be obviously way too broken. 6 on 8, 1 morale check. So morale check, morale check, morale check. Leader breaks. Everybody else is equal. So we have 1 squad left. There is 1 sniper for the Italians and 1 sniper for the Republicans. Neither wakes up. The gun is feeling pretty good. We'll shoot again. Actually, that is another critical hit because it is firing on the infantry target type. Because it has an acquisition, which... oh, it doesn't work here. Whatever. It has an acquisition, and the acquisition, it's the critical hit on IFT is, or infantry target type, is final, not initial or whatever. Original. Infantry... ITT. Wow, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Infantry target type. There we go. Let's see if I can pull up the rules here so that people will have a better understanding of it. Critical hits? Do I have to write that? Whatever. Let's play aid. Yeah, so infantry target type. I didn't need an original 2 to score a hit, meaning the chance of success was not so low that I would need something else. Similar, the chance of success the was not 1 or less. It was really as long as I had a 7. Actually, no, even an 8. So if it's 3 or greater, it's as long as I get critical hit is achieved via subsequent dice roll in case E above, or if the final 2-hit dice roll equals half the modified 2-hit number. Less than half, I should say. I'm very interested what this critical hit is achieved via a subsequent dice roll described in case E. Interesting. Where does that say that? Why would there be a subsequent thing for that? Where is critical hits? Resolution versus non-armored targets resolved on IFT. FP doubled. Uh, oh, you know what? That's definitely something I didn't. I've not done twice now, and I think because I didn't have TMs above here, it would have been a -1. So I was doing the other thing instead of 8. It would have been a 2 morale check, and I think this guy just would be pinned. I think is what it really comes down to. Anyways, um, what are we looking at here? Oh my God. Okay, this is what I always get wrong about critical hits, and I'm glad that I can get multiple critical hits to really show this off. Um, so first off, TEM works in reverse. So instead of a +1, it's a -1. Um, we are going to see, where is the friggin' critical hits. Critical hit is, well, a critical hit occurs on original 2 during the resolution of a HE attack, FFE, or an original 2 dice roll on the area of equal target type or on light anti-tank weapon. Critical hit also occurs while using the infantry target type whenever the final 2-hit dice roll is less than half the modified 2-hit number or an original 2-hit dice of 2 followed by a subsequent 1 or half the modified 2-hit number. This is very interesting. Okay. Interesting. So there could be a need. Okay, I think I get it. I think I get it. So if the original dice roll, so if you rolled an original 2, but if you had a 2 and the number was so, um, but you needed a 4, achieve a subsequent, is it always a subsequent? No, I think I just get it. I think that's just a critical hit also occurs. Is there, what's the QA here? Because man, I'm gonna like feel really bad if I've been doing this wrong, doubly wrong the entire time. Is this table different? This table is tiny as hell. Infantry target type, final to hit dice roll less. Okay, so you either get a final to hit dice roll that is less than half the modified to hit number, or an original 2-hit dice roll. Both of them can generate, but if you get an original 2-hit, you have to roll a 1 die and then it has to be equal or less than half of the modified to hit number. So if your half of the modified to hit number is 5, or because you needed a 10, then you could get it. I guess there's this. There must be a situation where, uh, yeah, it's probably just taking all of them into account. Okay, that's very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Um, so okay, and the other thing I always mess up with critical hits, and this is me just being dumb because I'm sure there's been plenty of times to correct this, but resolution versus multiple targets. Regardless of the number of targets in a location struck by a critical hit, the special provisions of a critical hit apply only to the target or targets determined by random selection. So, for example, in this scenario, the leader and squads would have had to gone separately by determining who gets the result of the critical hit, and then everybody else takes a 4 firepower shot. So in this case, I'm just gonna do. I know what the number was. So 1, 2, 3. The leader would take the 2 morale check, which he failed anyways, and then everybody else would have taken uh, 5 a 5 on the 4, which is a 1 morale check, which the other squad would have broken from anyways. He just wouldn't have ELR'd, and I don't think I ELR'd. No. Cool. Okay, now we're up to speed. I've gotten a second critical hit on these guys, which means leader, squad, squad. The bottom squad takes the result of the critical hit, which will be, in this case, a 5 on 8, which is a 2 morale check. So we'll do him first. He will become a half squad. You can't ELR when broken, so that's good. And then the leader and the squad will take a 5 on the 4, which is a 1 morale check. So the leader passes, and the squad will break and ELR. So that happened. And on top of that, they didn't generate a Italian sniper, but the Italians generated, or potentially generated, a Republican one. This gun is still capable of shooting, and will shoot at the same targets once more. Let's flip this over. Again, I need an 8 because of ordnance to hit rolls against infantry. I don't have less than half of that because despite there being a -2, there is a +1 from the woods. So there is no critical hit this time. It is absolutely another hit. IFT will determine that that is not a success. And these guys can end their suffering. I don't believe I shot with the squad and LMG. And they will take shots at the Italians in the N9 woods. It is a 6-1, 9-on-6 is not even a pin dash check. So everybody here is shot. They don't have rate of fire, unfortunately. I don't think I can really do anything with these guys. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Why not? Too flat. Close, but no cigar. Alright, cool. Movement phase. I don't really have much I want to do, to be honest. Although, because all these guys are broken, and that includes like all the LMGs and stuff, I think I will have these guys get out of... They will declare CX. They're going to get out of their foxhole for 2, essentially. Then they will 3.5, 5, 6.5, 8. Yeah, Okay, so we'll do that. Anybody else I want to move? Not particularly. Defense fire phase. Okay. I should put this guy on top again. What can I get out of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get 3 up 2. Almost. If shots, 4 up 2. Nope. Don't even try. I do have to get these guys going, so let's do these as well. Top mortar will shoot at the guys in the trench. The gun to hit. Sadly, that will not be a hit. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. But I do have rate, and I promptly break the mortar. So I'm not even gonna put not residual acquisition. And the bottom mortar is going to attack the machine gun because I need to knock out essentially both of these, and they will not get a result. Well, I guess it's a good thing that it's not the Italians that were rolling all those critical hits. Similarly, I think I'll do, yeah, I might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So, both MMGs and the squads fire group together against the MMG with the leader, the wounded leader. So we're looking at 11 up 2. It's 10 on 11, kind of garbo. Conditional dash check. Let's see what we get here. Dash check. Okay, they're just going to trade 3s. Machine guns both have rate of fire. Actually, you know what? That's another thing I need to double check now. Because does rate of fire independently? Because that's also a thing that I might have been doing wrong, is that yeah, each machine gun in a multiple machine gun fire group retains or loses its own multiple race. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of if there's a different one. So if an LMG and an MMG shoot together and you roll a 1, both get to shoot again. But if you roll the 2 on the colored die, only the MMG comes back. So 8 up 2. A lovely 6 on 8, which is a 1 morale check. So we will have the leader go first. Leader's fine. The squad is also fine. That is not a rate of fire, and sniper does not activate once more. So at the very least, the snipers are quiet. That's good, I guess. And because I'm getting kind of desperate, I think I'm going to shoot these 3 guys against the +2 trench over here. The distance is just enough for them to not be able to get their full firepower, so I'm looking at 4.5 up 2. Really good. Roll 1 morale check. Let's see if we can get anything. That will be a break, and that will also be a break and ELR. So these guys ELR and break. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna want to get out of there. So that there's a pretty big hole already. Advanced fire phase, honestly, there's none to do. Route phase, let's get all these counters out of the way here. Attacker first, and I'm just gonna have these guys pull out and go 2, 4, 6. I think I'm gonna get them there. Unfortunately, that means they do drop the machine gun. I do have guys that can come in and grab it, thankfully. DM counter goes with them, obviously. And then lastly, these guys will go back. You know what? They'll go... Yeah, they'll all go here. Just easier that way. And this is there. Yeah, can this guy see anybody? No. No. There's nobody there. No. Okay, cool. And this guy gets right into the building. I just have to remember that. There we go. Cool. Advances. Honestly, there's not much. I think I will move this LMG guy to be into this trench. And these guys are going to go into this trench. What else? I might have this squad go back. These guys can go in there. Yeah, I probably should have kept the 8. Well, you know what? They cover enough that maybe it's alright. Yeah, I think that's it. I can move these guys back. You know what? Yeah. Get them a little bit of distance so that if I did believe they were real, if I was playing a human, I wouldn't know. So it gives a little bit of extra space, which I think is always good. No CC, obviously. Turn 2. Is there a change on overcast on 10? Weather. Overcast. Players automatically check for rain at the start of each rally phase. Rain starts on a wind change of 10. It stays into effect unless rolled otherwise. Which means rain. Rain means LV, rain automatically cause mist, smoke. The only smoke, yeah, don't have smoke, doesn't matter. There's already mud, so it can't do smoke anyways. Oh, you know what? Is there anything with HE attacks that are resolved in open ground? Okay, so I probably could have changed that for maybe one of them up here. I'll have to be cognizant of that. Changes HE. However, don't have to really worry about it too much. Also, does this gun get AT? Yes, it does. Sick. Or AP, I should say. Movement during and after rain, all ground units must expend 1 extra per elevation change. Thankfully, there's no elevation changes here, so I should be okay. Should being a very very necessary word here. All right, rally phase actions. Got plenty of them. I can't even really rally. I'm gonna try and rally the 7 morale guy. Doesn't make it. DM will come off this group. Over here, I have a leader. I only wish that was successful, but it's not. And then we will try to repair the mortar, which doesn't happen. On the Republican side, they have a leader that will not rally. So they're stuck. And this machine gun will not repair with the 5 once again. Cool. My tanks are already, or tankets are already positioned, so I don't really have to worry about that. Prep fire. Well, oh, do these guys pick up the gun? They absolutely do. I think that might cause them to lose concealment, which honestly I'm not too miffed about. Mortar will take a shot. Final, so that is a +2. I need a 7. It's a +2. She needs a 5. I can get -1 for acquisition, and that's it. So it is not a critical hit. There should be air burst, however. So infantry target type, or infantry fire table. It is a 45. So it's 5 firepower, and that's reduced to 2.5. And because of air burst, that becomes a 4. So 4 and 2.5, 1 morale check. Oh, okay, well, that sucks. Mortar will keep on shooting. They barely get it. And it's a pintash check, so nothing happens. So that is them shot. Do I want to shoot? No. Not really worth it. This guy is known. These guys are not. And there's nobody back there. So it's just one unit each. No, you know what? I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy can absolutely shoot there. So we're gonna do 11 up 2. 8 on 11. 1 morale check. 1 morale check. They're fine. No rate of fire. Done. Okay. 4 up 2. Nope. Honestly, I don't want to waste these shots. And I do have to get infantry off the board. Infantry off the board. But I really want to get... I need to take out at least this. So I think... Oh, you know what? I don't even think those guys can see this guy. That sucks. Okay, well, let's do 4.5 against, these guys are, no, right, there's 2 guys. So, 4.5 versus, up 2 versus the other guy, and, half that against the rest. The rest is fine, and the other guy takes nothing. Cool. I guess I could have thrown an extra 3, but it doesn't really matter. 1.5 up 2? No. That was wishful thinking there. Movement phase. Yeah, I kind of need to go for broke with these guys because I need to get into this building. I can do... What can I do? I can do 3 to here. Oh, yeah, you know what? So 1.5. I don't think this guy can hit him. I really don't think it can hit him. I think it'll clip this corner, so I'm not going to try just yet. Yeah, 3. These guys are going to shoot. It is a down 1 only, so 6. What the? Oh, you know what? I know exactly what that's about. There you go. That's what happens when you don't have your music on loop. So I was looking at 6 on 4 normal morale check. Son of a... this guy will break. Squad will take a pintash check. They're fine. These guys are first fired. These guys will continue. And they might as well subsequent at this point. As a 2 down 1. Jeez. 1 morale check. Alright, well. At this point, I might as well just keep punching down. So 4 down 2. 4 and 4. Morale check. Wow. These guys really just don't... Like, I know I'm putting him in dangerous positions, and I also have to get him off board at some point. Which, you know, every turn I'm not moving, like this one, is very deadly, because I'm not getting anything out of it. But I kind of would have assumed that, like, 4 firepower shots would not do this much. And this is especially problematic because, well, this guy is kind of going to shoot there, for sure. Unless I can prevent this. So, speaking of preventing, these tanks are moving on board. They are taking the roads, so that's regular road movement. 2, 3, 4, Oops. 4, 5. Actually, I can take this off. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10, 11. No, wait, yeah, anyways. 11, 12. How do I want to do this? Yeah, well, let's just do 13. We'll do 13 this way. And, yeah. These guys start off board by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, and it would cost me too much. So they're just gonna spend to 12 to stay mobile. So everybody's in motion, which essentially wouldn't have changed how these attacks had gone, so it doesn't really matter. I could try for like mechanical reliability, like excessive speed breakdown, but honestly, with my luck so far with the Italians, I really just don't think it would be possible for it. So, defensive final fire. I have some options. First and foremost, I'm going to do a 6 firepower up 1. It's not going to do anything. This guy might as well do 2 flat. 6 on 2 pin test check. They're fine. Doesn't trigger a sniper yet, which is actually very surprising for the number of snipers they've generated. The guy in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 flat. Pin test check doesn't do anything. And the infantry gun is going to shoot at the guys in the building. It isn't a hit because the building is +2 and there's no other modifiers. It is rate of fire. We'll shoot again. This time it is a hit, but it is 4 firepower. But 4 on 4 is still a 1 morale check. So all these guys are going to be DM'd, and that guy does not make it, that guy makes it, and that guy makes it. So we have only 1 squad that does not succeed, which is, all things considered, pretty amazing. Yeah. Advanced fire phase, there's literally nothing that I want to do. These tanks would be 1 firepower, I think. So it's really not worth it. Yeah. Things are not going well for the Italians. And truly in horrible ways I wasn't really expecting. These guys are just going to go back. They would be DM'd from the gun attacks, so they're just going to be that. Everybody's just going to be DM'd, and now they're overstacked. And I kind of needed to be that way regardless, so this squad, unfortunately, will also have to route, and they're just going to join these guys, because why not? I think that's it. I don't think there's anybody else DM'd. No. Cool. Advanced phase. Boy howdy, if only there was something I could do here. I think I might advance these guys here. Bring these guys up. MMGs are going to go together. Same with the leader. These mortars are fine where they are. And now I'm kind of at a race against time where I need to rally these guys and run everybody up to this road and say fuck it, and just I need to get here, essentially. I think that's kind of what it's forcing me to do. There's no CC. Turn 2. Is there a weather change? Also, I should have checked for range. There would have been a +1 extra, so the PTC didn't generate anything, but that's something I immediately forgot. There is no rain change, thankfully, I guess. Rally phase. So let's do leader first. Comes back. Leader is a 7-0. These guys become a half squad. First losses of the game, and it's not even because the Italians. It's great. And the other guy actually freaking rallies, so sick. And then machine gun does repair, which makes life worse for the Italians. Over here, we're going to try and rally. Doesn't work. Everybody here is stuck now. Then this leader in the back also doesn't rally. And then a repairer. Mortar's gone. Wow. Yeah, okay. Well, things are not going well. And I think even if I lose every Republican squad, it's probably still going to be a loss for the Italians. I just need to... I don't even need to survive it. I just need to cause casualties. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, essentially. Let's get a... let's get this infantry gun shooting again. It is a hit, no rate, 4 firepower. Finally, no action, but it does essentially do a bunch of damage. It would be a pintash check because the overstacked, they would be -1 to the attack, and I think that happens in IFT. I don't think that applies to TEM stuff. So unfortunately, no big result from the gun. We'll do 6 firepower against the 2 stack and N10. So up 1. 8 on 6 is a pintash check. We have 2 pintash checks and both pass by skin of the teeth, but still. That's done. And I have a big dilemma on whether I use the MMG on a vehicle or if I go against something else. And you know what? I'm going to try and take out this tank. It is a hit. Wow. Turret is 1. Excuse me. Turret is 1 because it's front armor. Machine gun to kill is 4. Range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means I have a +1 to the two kill number. So 2 kills 5, and there's a +1 from or the 2 kill number is modified by -1. And that's 2, which means it's half, which means this not only blows up, but because of burning wreck. So I need a blaze counter here. Where's my blaze? There we go. There was a motion counter, but that wouldn't affect the 2 hits. Actually, I might have counted too soon. That would be... Yeah. Alright, well, it didn't matter. So, he's double dead. I do have rate of fire. And we'll do the no sand. I don't really have line of sight on the other flamethrower tankette. So I'm just going to shoot at the nearer guy. Now, that is actually still a hit because it's 6. It's a down. It's a up 2 for being motion, and then up 2 again for being a very small target. So it's still a hit. 2 kill. Will not do anything this time, and that's it for this machine gun. And the squad will just take a cheeky little shot at these guys as a 4-up-1. 4 on 4 is a depressing sight. 1 morale check. They will pin. I was gonna say, oh, I'll just give it for gameplay, like it's, you know, whatever. And then rolling the critical hit is kind of like, all right, well, now things are just not fair for the Italians. Yeah, wow. There's not much I can really do. This squad is just gonna go into their foxhole because why not? Yeah. This squad is just gonna spend 4 movement to get next to the trench. I don't even have to move these guys. I'm just gonna assault, or not assault move them, but advance a bunch of guys because there's not much of a point. This CX comes off. Um, yeah, like I don't even have to shoot these guys. I could do a 2-up-1, but that seems really silly, so I'm not gonna bother. We'll do a 6-up-2. 8 on 6 pin test check. They're pinned. Oh no. I don't think that cuts off their acquisition. If someone can correct me on that, that'd be awesome. But I don't think it affects that. No, I need to swap this mortar. So this mortar is going to shoot at the gun as well. It will not hit, but it will get a acquisition, which I desperate need at this point. No rate of fire. Yeah, MMG stack against the H2 Foxhole as a 11 flat, or 11-up-1. 4 on 11. 4 on 11. 3 morale check. Man, I don't even get a K. They are broken. What's the ELR on these guys? 3? Ah, they're good. I do have rate of fire. So let's hit... you know what? I can hit this. Let's hit that. 8. It is up 1. So it's a 7 on 4, which is a pintash check, which means these concealed guys are gone, or concealment tokens are gone. And it's a 1 morale check for the squad who pass it easily. Sure. That's it for them. Advanced fire phase, none needed, none desired. Oops. Defense fire. Routes. Well, this guy's just gonna go back, because might as well. And nobody else can really do anything. Nope, nobody else is broken or needs to do anything. Advances. This guy will go into the trench. Just gonna keep swinging some bodies in there to you know, remove that as a problem. Get these guys to go into this foxhole. These guys will go up north or west, whatever. And similarly, these guys will also go up. Because honestly, like, oh, you know what? And you know, these guys are real for sure. And these guys will go in the woods. Because there's not 12 VP in infantry means not this entire group could get off and it's still not enough. They just don't have the numbers anymore. So yeah, essentially the less I rally with the Italians is the more certain I'm sure that I will lose. So yeah. Yeah, this is painful. Rally phase. Let's take off our pins first. Rally phase, bunch of rally stuff to do. We will try the leader. Nope. Damn, comes off. We'll try this leader. Wow, it makes it. And then 3 rally rolls. They're all terrible. Nobody comes back. This leader to the DM squad, and then the not DM squad. Nobody makes it. And that's it. No broken anything. Oh, this guy's gonna try and reclaim the MMG. Gets it. Cool. Prep fire, machine guns and squads shoot at the guy in the trench. No rate of fire, but it is a 6 on 11, which is a 1 morale check. They will break. So far this has been pretty good in that I can keep essentially this entire stack busy. They're not shooting at anybody else that might be more valuable. Mortar is going to I need, that's a what range? What's the range? 1, 2, 3, 7. No, okay, so it's not a critical hit, unfortunately. It is down 1 for airburst. So we're looking at 6 on 2.5 pin test check. They actually don't pin because they're beasts. I do have rate of fire. It will be another hit, but no rate or anything. 6 is another pin test check, and they're fine once more. I can't run this map. I'm super slow. How would I even? I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be really sad, and it'll probably be the end of the scenario, really. So these tanks unfortunately don't have radios. Even the flamethrower ones do not have radios, which means this guy's gonna have to try and close the distance. Actually, he's just gonna. He might. I'll just task check him. All right. Well, that's it for this guy. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to call it at that point. These tanks are gonna keep moving, so it is 2, 4, 6, and then 8, and then they will stop. I don't really have stop delay. MMG is going to shoot at the nearest guy. Get a hit, no rate, to kill, nothing. I don't even. You know, I could still shoot with other stuff, but then this. There we go. Do I care enough to use? I would have to wait till the defensive fire phase. No, you know what? Gun is going to switch to tank. It will be a hit, no rate. What are we looking at here? This is a 37 short. 7 to kill number. Oh, okay. Well, doesn't matter. This guy also blows up. He is also ablaze. Yeah, boy howdy. These guys have first fired. Wow. All right. Movement phase. I mean, I need to move. These guys are going to CX. So we're looking at 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. 3. 4 down 2. 8 on 4. It's not even a pintash check, so they're fine. 4.5. Crew is going to essentially subsequent. So it's 2 firepower down 2. All right. Oof. 1 on 2 is always a KIA. So those guys are dead. These guys are gonna CX. This is was that 2.5? Yeah, 2.5, 4, 5.5. Yuck. Same thing. 2.5, 4, 5.5. This guy real? No. He's gonna CX 1.5, 3, 4.5. Final protective. Okay. 1, 3, 4.5. That's a first fire. It's down 2, 6, 7 on 6. Normal morale check. Oh, I think that's game. I think that is literally game at this point. Let's assume a couple things. One, we're done with movement phase since everybody's Defensive fire phase. Honestly, there's not really any to do. I do 4 up 2, I think it is. You gotta be. So 2 up 2, 4, 1 morale check. They're fine. Sniper does activate. 3, 6. It just goes straight back to these guys and turns them into a half squad. So nothing really gained there. I don't really have any other shots, really. Advanced fire phase, I can do a 4 up 2 shot. Nope. And breaks them. That, like, I know that's not like the best shot ever, but like, come on. Um, yeah, these guys have pluses. It's +3. It's not worth it. Route phase. I mean, have him low crawl, I guess. This guy can just like stay here, but I guess I'll just like toss him back. Why not? Like, easy peasy. Um, that's it for routes. Advances. Huzzah. Like, this isn't good, and I was hoping I could get further, but my CX calculation with Mud just obviously was faulty. I don't have leaders. The tanks didn't get to move as much as, well, one didn't get to move, and the others didn't get to move as much as I wanted them to. I have literally nobody else that can advance them. No CC. Yeah, rally phase. I think I'm just gonna play this one out. I'm pretty sure it's over though. No change. Nobody's been shooting over 6 anyways, or 7 or more or whatever. So I don't even have to really worry about that. Rallies. Let's do. Over here, DM guy first, no non-DM guy, and these guys both come back. Thanks to the -1 of the woods. This guy can't rally, he's stuck in open ground. Over here, we have the leader, doesn't make it, and over here, 545, I have one guy becomes half squad, and yeah, that's pretty much game, really. Can I repair this? Nope. Prep fire phase. I mean, I can just like dunk on people all the time at this point. This guy changed his targeting, so it's not -2 anymore, but I will shoot there anyways. There is I believe it will be a +2 from the blaze. Might actually be +1. Doesn't matter. It's enough to because even a +4. Actually no. If it's a oh no wait, yeah, +4 because infantry target type, it'd still be a hit. It is 37, so it's 4 firepower. 4 on 4 is a 1 morale check. It's actually down 1 because they're overstacked, so it is a 3 on 4, which is a 2 morale check. Leader takes a wound check. Yeah, I gotta do it now, I guess. So leader's wounded. Squad 2 check, they're gone. Squad 2 check, they're gone. And sniper. I'll just put this underneath, I guess. Squad 2 check, they're fine. Squad 2 check, they are half squatted. So that happened. Leader's okay, except the wounded. I can put this there. They did trigger a sniper. Sniper does activate. 2-2 literally goes onto this pile. Yeah, leader is the only eligible target because everybody's broken. So leader takes a wound check. He is wounded. I forget if everybody DMs on a wound check. I'm just gonna say no because it's not really worth it anyways. Gun is gonna shoot again. It is a +3 this time, which unfortunately is a little bit too much. Can't overcome that one. Squad, LMG, adjacent, 12 firepower flat, 6 on 12. That LMG has rate 6 on 12, 2 morale check against the top guy. He's broken, and LR'd. Yeah, if there's... No. If there was ever a way to tell this was over, 4 firepower flat, no. There is a god. Medium machine gun against the adjacent tank, might as well. It's a hit. I am super close, but is that a hull hit? Turret? It's still 1 firepower, or modifies it by 1. So instead of 4, it's 5. Or sorry, it's 3. I'm doing it backwards. That's my brain problem here. So it goes down to a 3 because of the armor. It goes up by 2 for the range, which means 5. I'm 1 above. I don't think I have any way to really change it otherwise, and I don't get anything to modify that. To hit was a 2, which means I have rate, and I break the machine gun, and don't really have to worry about anything. Yeah, I don't even care about any of that other stuff. Doesn't matter. I don't even want to shoot the squad. We'll do a 4 flat. Sure. There's like nothing else I need to do. Movement phase. Why would I? No reason. Defensive fire phase. This guy can't do anything. Mortar can continue trying to harass the gun. It will be a hit. 4 on 2.5, 1 morale check. They're pinned. Doesn't matter. Sniper does activate again. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, comes back here, breaks these guys, which I was gonna shoot with next. I didn't get rate of fire with a mortar, and we'll do against. I might as well do against the gun. Doesn't matter. Definitely not a result. Advanced phase, none needed. These guys are just kind of hosed regardless. This guy has to low crawl this way, actually. He can low crawl. Yeah, I mean, nothing else needed, really. Advances. I forget if I can drop and move. I probably can't. It doesn't really matter. I mean, is there anything else I really want to do or care to do? No, not really. CC phase 4. Turn 4, let's assume I rally. I can rally these guys. And actually, I probably won't be able to anyways. Can I rally them? No. Cool. So these guys are out for another turn. Even if I rally these guys, I think 2 of these guys are conscripts. Yeah, 2 of these guys are conscripts. They're all half squads. I get 3 points, even if I somehow manage to get him off. The leader's wounded, so he only has 3 movement points, so he doesn't. I can't actually use him to get anywhere. So even if I CX'd the squads this turn and turn 6, or 5 and 7, I'm looking at 4 open ground X's, and like everybody's dead. I can't do anything with this tank. Yet. I might actually, I forget if I have to recall them. No, stun is recall, but I can't do anything with this guy. I mean, let's see here. Can I, DM didn't exist. Can I rally any of these guys? I get this guy to die because of absolutely. Oh no, he's a 6-1, which means that it's a +1 and down 1, which means I don't get any rallies. It's not equal. Okay, so no rallies. I lose an extra half squad. For shits and giggles, let's try to rally this guy. It doesn't work. Let's try to repair. I get the main armament back. That's not what I wanted to do. This, there we go. I get the main armament back. Oh, pins come off. There you go. Do I rally the squad? Yep. I didn't even move him last turn. Like, this, who cares? I mean, I guess, like, I should have. I could have probably gotten 1.5, 3. If I sexed them, I wouldn't be able to really do anything. Can I repair? I get the machine gun back. Okay. Prep fire. 8 firepower up 2. 8 on 8 normal morale check. They're completely fine. You're a waste of a prep fire. Mortar. Trench. Will be a hit, barely. IFT. 7. No results. No rate of fire. Machine guns. Same target. It is a 6 on 8, which is a 1 morale check, I believe. They're pinned, which means literally nothing. I do have rate of fire. We'll shoot at the other guy. It is a 5 on 8, which is a 2 morale check. They break. And that will be like one of the few ELRs in the game for them. Sniper does not activate. There is no further rate of fire. Movement. This guy has to try to talk to his buddies. He makes it. So that's, and then starts. So starts for 1, 3, 5, 7. I can't even make it to where I want it to. 7 and then stop delay, because I just can't do anything else. I don't have anybody else to move. Defensive fire. I mean, that doesn't really matter. MMG against the tank adjacent will be a hit no matter what. Won't be a kill. Rate of fire. 6 is another hit. 2 kill is another nothing. Doesn't matter. Nothing else to do. Nothing else to bother with. Advanced fire phase. The flamethrower tank kit. If I remember correctly, it's was it where is where's the quick chart here? Why can't I find the quick chart for this? Play aids. Spooky. There we go. Flamethrower multipliers. Stop vehicle during advanced fire phase. It is a 32 firepower. Almost broke it for a shot. Okay, so we're looking at no TM. Pretty sure there's no TM. So 10 on 32 isn't 10 on 32. It is a 2 morale check. Leader's fine, and the squad pins. Are you freaking kidding me? So that's it for their shot. I don't really care to use machine guns. I have nothing else to shoot or do with. Routes. These guys would have lost their DM. This guy gets back to the safety of the woods. These guys low crawl. Actually, you know what? He can shoot at them, so they will That's 1.5, 3.5. No, they can't. Half squads. There's 2 squads. I'm gonna have this guy go in. Cool. Literally nothing else I can do. Unless for the defender. Advanced phase. I got nobody in good order. CC, none. Turn 4. Playing in hyperspeed here. No change. Rallies. I didn't even bother to move this guy. There's no point. Sure, I'll self rally. Why not? All right, cool. That answers that. None of these kills have been direct result kills, I don't think, which is pretty spectacular. Maybe this one. I forget. Rally. Oh my god, this leader rallies. He will try to rally other guys. He will only get 1 squad. Over here, we have 2 DM squads. So we'll do them first, neither, and then nobody comes back. DM comes off. This DM technically comes off as well. Do I have anything to fix? No. Cool. Prep fire phase, MMG. It hits, and it's absolutely dead in a blaze as as every other tankette in this somehow. Yeah, it's dead. I can't really shoot anybody because of all the smoke. Gun shoots. It will be a hit. No rate of fire, right? Yeah, no rate of fire. 6 on 4 is a normal morale check. Leader's fine. Squad breaks. And other squad is fine. They are all DM'd. I don't care to make any other shots. Movement phase. I mean, let's just be cheeky. I'm just going to assault move here. This tank will try for a motion attempt. Won't get it. Yeah, that's it. Defensive fire phase. Mortar against crew. Will get a hit. Nothing. Same guys against the same target. Finally, I may get something impressive. That is a 3 on 8, which is a K2. Wow, I finally got rid of these guys. Wow, that might actually kill this as well, so I'll just remove it. They will continue shooting at these guys. So it is 4. It is 4 firepower against the top guy, which is a pin test check. Actually, it's a normal morale check against the concealment counter, which doesn't matter. And it is still 4, but it is up 1, which is a pin test check against the actual squad who pins. No rate of fire. They're done for the turn. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes, I mean, none. I could move some guys, but it doesn't really freaking matter at this point. Literally doesn't matter. Advances. These guys are not elites. Take a pin test check. They are pinned. I guess I'll just have the leader not join or not go in there foolishly. Nah. You know what? You know what? Screw it. I declared it. Or I moved them both. I should have just declared the infantry first. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's just spread these guys out a bit, I guess. Doesn't really matter. In case someone runs at me or something. Yeah, there's not much of a point. CC, I'm gonna try. Man, if the infantry had gotten in there, that would have been a kill, which is disgusting. As it stands, single man counter is only a 2, so no result. It is 2-1 for the tank. Nope. So melee for the leader. No wind change. Do they rally? Let's try the good leader first. Actually, I gotta take off the this. There's +4, so no, and no. Game comes off. They'll try to self-rally this guy, I guess. It doesn't work. Over here, I have 3 squads come back. And that might seem really cool, except it's actually 2 half squads and a squad, and it's turn 5, and I don't have 3 turns of movement that I can use to get off board. So it's just game over anyways. In fact, not only is it game over because I wouldn't have time to move these guys, but I would need 12 VP, and I don't even have 12 VP of living or of good order, guys. I have 3 squads, 6, 8, 9, 10. And nobody else is in good order. That's pretty much game over. I wouldn't be able to move, even if this tank is coming in anyways. So I would essentially just park them in the road here and then just take pot shots at people. So even the easier route, which is this paved road, would just immediately be blocked, and the Italians just have nothing to deal with them. So ultimately, I think this is very similar to the last mud scenario that I played, in that mud scenarios are very punishing on movement for no good reason. And I don't mean historically it doesn't make sense or whatever, that's not the case. It's more that this scenario could probably stand to be 8 turns, or at least like 8, 7.5, to give that attacker an extra turn of movement. The fact that everything is so open, and unfortunately, I could have been not really cheekier or whatever, but the Italian player can only set up between, what is this, 33p6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So only from here down to 17p4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, about this, which is pretty much what I'd set up in. But essentially, this incentivizes you, the attacker, to set up entirely on, up or down. There's no. I was hoping that. First off, I was hoping that the limited movement, keeping everybody concealed except the top guys, have the top guys get in this building, act as a flanking force, so that the mortars could get a few good shots. I don't have smoke, I don't think, with these guys. And the MMG's plan, although it turned out very flawed, I probably should have had the MGs just move up to like 02 or something, and blast away from there, and have everybody else move in from these woods to go in. Because if my idea was, if I can get everybody set up for turn 2, also the tanks have to come in from P2, which I think is too restrictive as well. I understand why, because it's a paved road, makes sense in that case, but there's so little movement from the tankettes that honestly I think being able to come in from this road is a much better choice. And you're gonna want to advance on these woods because that's where all the Republicans are. So yeah. Anyways, point being, I wanted to get into these advanced hexes and behind the hedges, so that turn 2, when the tanks come in, I can have the tanks come in, threaten some stuff. Maybe the infantry gun chooses to shoot at them. Maybe an MMG chooses to shoot at them. I have this building, and I'm fairly safe, so I can shoot from there and not really take too much damage. The hope was, maybe 2 squads LMGs 8-1, and squads in L6. Maybe throw them into this building, come down into H7, or just have them be as extra units to throw against the woods. And once I break through these trenches, I can do some mop up, and the woods are thin enough that I don't need to do anything else. I just need to get this central hub, and then once that's done, I can push through here. The range would just be bad, or it wouldn't be great for the defender. And since since I wanted to have my MMGs up front to really take advantage of the line of sight. I think that's something that most defenders would do, um, and just because you have to put MMGs in those spots. So, anyways, yeah, I think the attacker should get an extra turn. I think the attacker should also get to choose whether they come in on on P2 or was this 10-9-8-7. Maybe have it so that they come in on P7. It's this length, 6.5 turns. If they come in from P2, it's 7.5 turns. Maybe that would make more sense. But ultimately, I mean, this is a very old scenario that I think has like one play on Scenario Archive, which is a little sad. Yeah, just 4 plays, but the Spanish are very, yeah, they're kind of after seeing this how this played out, which admittedly I got 4 critical hits from the infantry gun and all on like the same turn, or at least like against these woods primarily. So that was fun. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it to really say about it. Um, Old scenario should wish there was a bit more work on it to balance it a little bit, because it can be interesting, but it's a little too tight. It's a little too restrictive or too painful for the Italians to do anything, especially once you start losing units. Turn 3. Turn 3 did not go well. Same thing in turn 2, but you know, well, turn 1, no turn went well really. So yeah, that is it for Nohan Pasado, which kind of came true. Um, Next up, let's see if I can go back to my counters, my selection here, my collection. Next up, it is most likely going to be Clash of Cans. Again, from the new Tournament Directors Pack by Advancing Fire. That was released in, I believe, only released in 2023, but there was a lot of talk about it in 2022. So, Tournament Directors Pack, you're going to play a scenario from that, which should be fun. And then next week, I will probably play Stairway to Heaven from Schwerpunkt issue 16, because it's kind of the last solo one to really do before Marco Polo. So yeah, depending on how we feel, we might play Clash of Cans and some Marco Polo Bridge Incident as well on the same night. But we'll see once we get there. All to say that we're getting out of the Spanish Civil War for a brief respite, and essentially going to overload on Chinese and Japanese fighting. So, as always, for everybody who stops by and watches and comments, participates, very much appreciated. And I will see you next time.